Welcome to the WHHI News. I'm Allie McNair. Here's a look at your headlines. 11 Beaufort County School Board members, the Island Packet and its parent company McClatchy, have been named in a defamation lawsuit filed by a former Beaufort High School principal. Carla Shelton served as principal during the 2023-2024 school year. According to the Island Packet, in Shelton's lawsuit, she says she resigned in April of 2023, but the district allowed her to serve out the remainder of the school year on administrative leave. Shelton claims that the board members made false statements to the paper about the status of her employment. The lawsuit seeks unspecified damages. Low Country residents concerned about the best practices for composting food and other solid waste will be pleased to know that the federal government has granted Beaufort County's Solid Waste and Recycling Division over $273,000 for a pilot study to figure out a way to increase composting, give farmers and gardeners access to that compost, and decrease the amount of organic waste that ends up in landfills. The program could begin in July and might involve the recycling centers already in place in the county. Well, authorities are asking for your help in identifying a suspect involved in a Bluffton jewelry store robbery last week. According to the Beaufort County Sheriff's Office, the man asked to see several diamond bracelets at Goley's jewelry store. When the display was taken out of the case, the suspect took off with it. Now, if you recognize the suspect or if you have any information, you can call Crime Stoppers of the Low Country at 843-554-1111. A Burton man is facing charges of criminal sexual assault with a minor first degree. The Beaufort County Sheriff's Office says between 2019 and 2021, while in Bluffton, 31-year-old Joseph Bremer Jr. sexually assaulted a child under the age of 11. Bremer was arrested late last week. Renovation work is underway at Barker Field on the north end of Hilton Head Island. Island Facilities Manager Aaron Black tells WTOC that about $150,000 will be used to make improvements. There are baseball fields, a multi-use field, playground, and a boardwalk. The town acquired Barker Field from the county last fall. This weekend, National Freedom Day will be celebrated on Hilton Head Island. The holiday commemorates President Abraham Lincoln's signing of the resolution that later was ratified as the 13th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution abolishing slavery. The 6th National Freedom Day event will be held at Mitchellville Park this Saturday from 11 to 1 and will highlight African Americans' contributions to the arts here in the Low Country. Now, if you want more information on these stories and more, visit the news sources on your screen and be sure to check us out on Facebook, X, and Instagram. If you have a story idea, email us at news@WHHI-TV.com. And now with sports, as always, here's Justin Jarrett.
Hey, it's time for Last Night in the Lowco on WHHI, powered by LowcoSports.com. It was another night of intense Peach Belt Conference basketball last night in the Cove, where the USCB Sand Sharks welcomed the Cougars from Columbus State, and a packed house was treated to bonus basketball, and then some. USCB's women went toe-to-toe with one of the league's top teams, twice closing within one in the second half before falling 73-66, and the men's game was one for the ages. The Sand Sharks let a 17-point second-half lead slip away, but they erased a 6-point deficit in the first of 4 overtime periods. And Marcus Overstreet played the final 4 minutes of regulation and all 4 overtimes with 4 fouls while racking up 36 points and 25 rebounds in a 123-118 win. Instant classic. The Sand Sharks are at home again Saturday afternoon, welcoming Clayton State to the Cove for a 1:30 p.m. tip. On the high school hoops front, Hampton County swept a pair on the road at Ridgeland-Hardyville, putting both Hurricanes teams in position to clinch region titles with wins Friday at Woodland. And cross schools split at Charleston Collegiate, with the Red Hot girls team rolling to a big win to improve to 18-4. The high school wrestling postseason kicked off with John Paul II hosting the first 2 rounds of the Skiza Dual playoffs in the Warrior Coliseum. After a first-round bye, the Golden Warriors ousted Heathwood Hall with a 48-30 win behind pens from Jude Witkowski and Renzo Cedeno, as well as pivotal decisions from Brandon Horton and Jace Reynolds. JP2 travels to Hammond School for a semifinal matchup Friday. For Lowco Sports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Lowco.
Great, Justin. And here with weather, Maria Soden. Maria?
Thanks, Allie. Yep, so taking a look ahead, we are going to see the temperatures are going to cool off as we get into this weekend, and showers are going to be making a reappearance as we get into next week. So taking a look at Friday, it's going to be sunny to partly cloudy, with Hillnet having a high 63, a low 45, Bluffton's going to have a high 66, a low 42, and Buford's going to have a high 64 and a low 44. The sunrise for Friday is going to be at 7:16 and sunset's going to be at 5:57. Looking at the beach tides, low tide's going to be at 9:34 a.m. and high tide's going to be at 2:16 p.m. Taking a look into the rest of the week, a little bit into next week, Saturday's going to be partly cloudy with the highs only getting to the 50s, lows in the 40s. Then come Sunday, it's going to be partly cloudy, and then we are going to see scattered showers starting in the afternoon and then continuing on into the evening, highs in the 50s, lows in the 40s. And then come Monday, again, it's going to be cloudy in the morning, and the scattered showers are going to start in the afternoon and continuing on into the evening, highs in the 50s, lows in the 40s. That's it for today. Let's head back to the desk.
Thanks, Maria. We'll be back in just a moment.